In this video, we discuss about if statement. If statement ensures that certain statements are executed based on a condition. That means we give a condition. If that particular condition becomes true, then a set of statements are executed. Otherwise, they are not executed. If statement is also called as simple if statement. Here is the syntax. If condition, then set of statements, and we see some points. If the given condition is true, then statements in if block are executed. If the given condition is false, then statements in if block are not executed. We see flowchart. Now see this particular flowchart. First of all, we give a condition. If this condition is true, then statements in if block are executed. After completing all the statements in if block, then statements after if block are executed. This is the path about when condition becomes true. But when condition becomes false, then statements in if block are not executed, and the control goes to execute statements after if block. Once again I am repeating, if the condition is true, then statements in if block are executed, then the remaining statements are executed after the if block. If the condition is false, then statements in if block are not executed, but the control goes to execute the statements after if block. Now we see the same thing considering the syntax here. This is the syntax of if statement. If condition, then statements. Now we compare the execution of flow of if statement with the flow chart. If this condition is true, here we have a condition. If this condition is true, then if this condition is true, then all the statements in if block are executed, then control executes the remaining statements after if block. This is the case about when condition becomes true. But if the condition becomes false, then the statements in if block are not executed, but the statements after if block are executed. Why? Because the control goes after the if block. If the condition becomes false, then these statements in the if block are not executed, but the control goes to execute the remaining statements after if block. If there are any remaining statements after if block, then they are executed. This is how an if statement works.